Standard 7 History, Chapter 1, Sources of History. Today the topic of our discussion is on the sources of medieval Indian history. As we already have discussed in the very first introductory PPT of social studies that when the past events are studied carefully and systematically on the basis of available material remains and records, it's called history. History has been divided into three periods: ancient, medieval and modern. This year we will explore the medieval Indian history. The word medieval has come from the Latin word medius and aevum, which means middle age. Therefore, when a period is called medieval, it means that period which is in the middle of human history. The medieval period of Indian history has taken to extend from AD 700 to 1700. That is, when the Mughal Empire started breaking up and British began establishing their power in India. Medieval period in India has been divided into two parts: early medieval period and later medieval period. Early medieval period is considered from AD 700 to 1200, whereas later medieval period considered to be from AD 1200 to 1700. Have you ever wondered as to how the historians are able to tell us about the events which has passed long time back? Historians take conclusions from the evidences or the remains of the past, which are also called as source materials. The sources of medieval history of India has been classified as archaeological sources, which is also known as material sources, and literary sources. Archaeological sources, which is also called as material sources, like forts and memorials, have an important place among material sources. They are studied by historians to understand the style of architecture followed at that time. Monuments and buildings often provide information about the period during which they were built. Temples, palaces, and mosques can tell us not only of the religious practices but also about the political, economic, and social conditions of that time. Cave sculptures are also a way of communicating belief and ideas, whereas inscriptions are writings engraved on hard surfaces like metal, rock, and stone. It is an important source of information about India's past. Coins are pieces of metal that are used as money. They were usually issued by the ruler of a kingdom. The information gathered from coins tells us about the kingdom, confirms dates during which particular kings ruled, their spatial interests, achievements, etc. Whereas copper plates, inscriptions carved on sheets of copper, are known as copper plates. Before the widespread use of paper, inscriptions were a useful way of getting a message across to a large audience. Children, do you know other examples of material sources of history? Let us read the following examples: chaityas, minarets, village boundaries and gates, viharas. Weapons, utensils, wells. Temples, churches, aguris, dargah, maqbaras, gurudwaras. Ornaments, clothes, decorative articles. Toys, implements, musical instruments, etc. are the other example of material sources of history. Written sources are also known as literary sources. It refers to all the written records of the past. Most of the available literary sources are handwritten document, that is, manuscripts written on palm leaves, also known as bhojapatras. Inscriptions, it could be on rocks, walls or plates, too comes under literary sources. Religious literature, Vedas, Pitakas and Angas comes under religious literature of literary sources. Medieval India saw several foreigners entering the land as travelers, as students, as pilgrims, etc. Al-Biruni, the Persian traveler, came to India with Mahmud of Ghazni. Ibn Battuta, the 14th century AD Morocco-born traveler, wrote about the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. What do you mean by biography? Let us find the answer. The story of a person's life written by somebody else. One of the famous poets from the medieval period was Parmanand. He has written the Babur's biography. Shri Shiv Bharat, or the Sanskrit biography of Shivaji Maharaj, was composed by him. Biographies of different rulers and their correspondents help us to understand the policies and administrative systems of the rulers and their diplomatic relations with others. Bakhar is a type of chronicle originated in Maharashtra. Chronicle means a factual written account of important or historical events in the order of their occurrence. Means it is always written in the order of when and how it had happened. It helps in understanding aspects like the contemporary political happenings, linguistic transactions, cultural life, social conditions, etc. Some of these chronicles are Mahikawatichi Bakhar, Sabhasad Bakhar, Chitnis Achi Bakhar, Bhau Sahibji Bakhar, etc. Let us conclude today's lecture with the following points. The history we read is the result of lifelong research by many scholars. It helps us understand our cultural roots and to become a responsible citizen in society. Children, we will continue with the second part of the chapter in our next lecture. Please read the lesson attentively. Thank you.